before I forget. All right, shout out to whoever the woman is that says recording in progress. All right. So the first resource we're going to tap into is the DeLorean. I don't think they've recently called out anything, and I guess the scanner kind of tripping. Won't necessarily need it as much just because whenever you get the alerts on your phone, look, I'm gonna actually put y'all on some games. So for the people that use the DeLorean, look, this is a nice learning moment, right? So look, first and foremost, if you have the Pro Pack, right, which this is exclusively added to now, the way that you want to get the Telegram alerts, right, is what you want to do is you want to go up here where you see this bell, you want to click it, and then you want to join the Telegram. Okay. Now, whenever you join the Telegram, okay, right here, this is what it's gonna look like, right? DeLorean alerts. Okay, you're gonna get an alert. The alert's gonna have a timestamp next to it. So obviously, the next time you get an alert, I'm gonna show you again. So right, you get an alert, you're like, oh man, but I can't see the DeLoreans on the screen. That's cool. Even whenever the screen doesn't work like this, which happens sometimes, the panel is still gonna work. So whenever a pair pops up on the panel, all you need to do is be like, oh, okay, GBP NZD 15-minute, and then just go pull it up on TradingView. Okay. Some of y'all probably haven't thought that far. You probably just freak out. That's a simple fix. All right. So with that being said, this isn't really happening right now. And we need what, 5 more minutes to see if we get a new opportunity. So we'll wait on that. We're about to go to the handy dandy harmonic scanner. Shout out to that boy CT. You feel me? But yeah, so we're basically gonna go over gold. I don't think the harmonic scanner has anything. I checked this earlier. What is this? This is Euro GBP. I ain't gonna lie, Euro GBP, like, you know what I'm saying? We'll go look at Euro GBP. That's actually a teacup. Shout out to Teacup Lou. That is a teacup. I don't know if y'all know about that boy Teacup Lou, but this is a teacup, right? First strategy I learned in the game. Still very, very effective to this day. Shout out to the teacup strategy. No cappity capperson, you feel me? What is that? Euro NZD. So that's also a sell pattern. So we'll actually go look at 2 of those. We'll see like what those are shaking for. So we got Euro GBP and Euro. We'll look at those before we go look at gold. Let me look in the chat. Personally, I don't use colors anymore, Devin. That's just me. I just kind of want to keep it refined, but colors definitely be buzzing. That's the other thing I need to be aware of too. I know I'm the product guy. Don't necessarily feel like you got to use every single product. I'll be trying to tell people stick to 2 to 3. So as y'all see, for me, it's basically harmonic scanner, DeLorean, and smart money. And smart money collectively is like 2 more products, so it's technically 4. But steady and bounce back is the same shit. So personally, I'm just sticking to those 3. But you know, I learned how to use the teacup strategy from Gold Cup, right? I learned how to do the head and shoulders, as you see right here, from levels. Shout out to Oren, right? So learn all of them, but then just, you know, stick to 2 to 3. Let's see. My boy Devin said he's in GN and gold retest. I mean, it might. We'll talk about it. So I ain't gonna lie. At this point, I'll be honest with you. I don't even want no damn retest. So I just want this thing to keep going. But it might retest, right? I got 2 entries for a reason, but I don't even want the retest. My retest was the entry that I got. So I just want that thing to drop it like it's hot. You feel me? So so let's go ahead and pull up. So we got Euro GBP. Like I said, shout out to the teacup strategy. Look, I'm finna put y'all on game. Let me go ahead and correlate. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm all about the education, right? So I hope you're active. Because if you're not, I'm not finna, you know, break this whole thing down. I'm gonna give you a rough draft. So what y'all need to do, right? You need to go to the FRX Pro Pack, right? Because I'm finna show y'all the teacup strategy. You want to know where to learn the T? This is like this strategy I'm finna show y'all is a whole strategy. Like this dude is up 7 figures off this strategy. It's so simple, right? Teacup Lou, aka Lasaldo Tavares, 3 days a week. This dude is going over the T. Well, he has 2 different strategies. He has like the MA cross and then he has the teacup. So let me go look in his favorite sessions to see if he has. I ain't gonna lie, he don't have those labeled. Yeah, just make sure y'all hop on his sessions. That's just needless to say. Just hop on the session. So we're gonna go over this and see what this is talking about. As y'all see, we have a few different setups. None of these are gonna happen tonight, I'm pretty sure. So Euro GBP, that's on the 1 hour. Nice little teacup strategy. It already reacted though, so I don't know how crazy I am about this one, because I usually like to get in. So like, I'm gonna give y'all an example, right? Look, I'm gonna put y'all on some game. This is me personally, okay? So whenever I'm looking to take a trade, I'm gonna be honest with you, right? This 3-hour candle is nice, okay? I'm gonna keep it real with you, but I'm gonna tell you why I'm not interested in this setup. And it's to each his own, okay? Because the thing y'all gotta be able to figure out is what works for you. It's a big ass candle, right? Like I told you, I'll be looking for the biggest candle on the biggest time frame. So it looks like the 7, the 8, what was it? The 6, the 5. Yeah, so the 5-hour candle is the biggest candle. So this is how my brain works, okay? This market has been dropping very, very aggressively pretty much since, what is this? December 2020. So this has been dropping for a year and some change, right? Not technically 2 years, but yeah, like a year and some change, okay? So the way that I look at it is whatever time frame, right? Listen to me closely. Whatever time frame I'm looking at to possibly take a trade off of, like I would be looking to trade somewhere off of this candle, right? If I scroll out and I don't see anything below that last low to the left, in my personal opinion, this market might be extremely exhausted to the downside. So you could say, okay, I might possibly get some pips somewhere back into, this imbalance. But at this point, I'm pretty sure this is about to go bullish. So I don't even want to take the chance of trying to trade off of this, knowing that I feel like this is going to be broken anyway. So even trying to, because I don't like saying I'm gonna just scalp something. I don't even like the concept of scalping for my style, right? I'm a day trader, more so swing trader. So the concept of me saying, oh, I'm gonna just scalp it, I don't even want to think like that because that's not my style. So you technically could, for anybody that I'm speaking to that does like to scalp, because I'm not talking down, I'm just saying that's not what I do. So you might can get, some type of opportunity back into this imbalance, right? The market maybe does something like this. But ultimately, I think this is about to break. Like I said, anytime I'm looking for targets, if I can't find anything to the left, right, for a buy or a sell, I feel like it's overly exhausted. And at that point, I would just much rather pass it up altogether. So they did call out a new DeLorean. So I'm gonna see. Well, I guess this is. Let me see. Let me refresh one more time. So let me check the phone. Let me check the app real quick because they definitely called out. No, yeah, I guess this is just tweaking right now. Let's check the mobile. Nah, I don't know why they sent an alert. They just sent a new alert, but there is no new DeLorean. Yeah, I guess this is just tweaking tonight. All right, all good. So, anyways, I hope that's something that y'all can like apply moving forward. But like I said, it's different kind of traders. There are going to be some people that don't look at the market like that. They just gonna be like, this looks like a good sell. I'm gonna sell it. That's just not me. I feel like there's not enough space to continue trading in this direction. I just feel like this is about to start moving up. So for that reason, I would personally pass it up. But like I said, this is a good teacup, and this might have already been the reaction for this to continue going higher. Who knows? But I'm gonna pass that up. And the other one was Euro NZD. That might be similar if it's a Euro pair too. Oh, this could be reacting from over here. Something like that. What do we have? Yeah, this is similar. I mean, it definitely got space to drop off the higher time frame. Let's see what we got. What this candle talking about over here. So that already happened. Let's see. Actually, shout out to the replay. So I'm about to go ahead and hit them with the. So I ain't gotta keep doing all that. See if we got anything shaking over here that Euro NZD might be reacting off of. Okay, could be like something like this. I mean, I'm pretty much. I wasn't even looking at this to be honest, because I don't look this far to the left to be real with you. What time frame was that? That was like the 5. Let's see. Yeah, that's probably gonna be the best looking one. If anything, I'll probably mark that up and give it to y'all because I'm probably not gonna take that. One thing I don't like either I like getting the entry that I actually wanted. So like, example, and this is just me, right? If I was gonna take this, I would have already wanted to be in it. I wouldn't have wanted to be seeing it already in this area. That's just me. But yeah, I'd pass it. So, because like I said, I personally don't usually trade this far to the left anyway, to be real with you. A lot of my stuff is like relatively, a lot closer. So it's similar though. This is basically the same concept. So look, remember what I just said on the same example. If I were to trade this market, in my opinion, is over exhausted. So this 6 hours, the candle of interest I'll be looking at. But if I look to the left, if there's nothing below that last low or that last high to the left, in my opinion, I feel like this is over exhausted. Because if you have to keep moving up too many more time frames in the time frame you're looking to enter on, I feel like if you can't see any other targets below that last low or last high, it's exhausted and it's more likely to break the area you're looking for it to reject off of. So literally, Euro NZD, I already erased this one, and Euro GBP. So same example I just explained to y'all. That's just a different way I've started to figure out to avoid process of elimination. So that's me. Maybe I'll learn something from that. Maybe I didn't, but yeah. Okay, so I already dissected both of those. That was pretty much all they had that was of interest. Let me check the chat real quick. So yes, Swank, you might get your retest. That's a really, really, really good question. So let me explain that to y'all real quick, right? So me personally, I don't pay attention to news at all, right? It's rare that you hear that. And I'm not trying to say that on some, because like I said, everything that I say, it doesn't mean that that's what you need to do. So I'm gonna break something down to you, right? Two things that I don't use that a lot of traders use. I don't use a DXY, right? I'll look at it. Honestly, I pretty much never look at it. It's relative. So I really only look at it in certain instances if I'm trading like USD CAD, USD JPY, USD Chef. I don't use it at all when I'm trading the crosses. So like how I'm trading gold, I don't care what it looks like. How I'm trading Euro USD, AUD USD, GBP, I don't care what it looks like, right? This is just me though, right? Like I said, I'm not, because obviously it works, so I'm not trying to deter y'all. It's not at all what I'm trying to do. I'm gonna give y'all the explanation as to why I don't use these things, right? It only had to happen to me one time on both situations. I remember the exact setups. So I was using the DXY to be able to correlate with the USD. It was a USD Chef short. It was like a beautiful head and shoulders, right? The head and shoulders candle looked exactly the same on the DXY at the same time it looked on USD Chef, right? So I ended up taking a trade, but because the stop loss on the DXY got violated, it forced me to manually exit my position. But the USD Chef position never hit stop loss, right? So since the DXY made me make a emotional decision on a setup that I was already confidently in, I was just like, you know what? I don't even want to use this anymore because if it's going to also make me exit a trade early because of what I'm seeing happening over here when it doesn't 100% have the same, the same concept with the actual trade, because it's just it's a strength meter. So it doesn't mean, okay, if you have the same markup on the DXY and it violates, it doesn't guarantee that it's going to violate on the actual setup. Drop a one in the chat if that even made sense, right? Do y'all get like what I mean by that explanation? But like I said, that's just me because I want to be able to take away things that are going to make me change my mind once I'm already in something. For other people, it's a really good upfront confirmation. For me, it's going to make me overthink if I'm trying to look at them at the same time, right? Same thing for news. I remember this like it was yesterday. I had two long like this. I have very vivid memory. I had two long opportunities, right? I had AUD Chef long. I could probably go find this. Look, no cap. I could probably go find this. It was I know one of them was AUD Chef. If I can't find it, I'm not really gonna take that long, but that joint was like, yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of reaching at this point because I don't remember where the hell that joint was. But anyway, so I'm gonna just explain it. Was it this? Yep, it was this. Look, I swear to you not. Think about it, right? I couldn't just go randomly find this. Like I remember this vividly. It was two different setups. It was AUD Chef. How long ago was this, bro? This was, I guarantee I can go find this. Look, August 1st. I'm just gonna show y'all something real quick. Because honestly, after gold, I really don't have anything else to talk about. So we just gonna go find this real quick. That was August. Hold on. Damn, I'm already there basically. What is this? August 1st last year? I want to see if I can go find it. All right, let's see. So look, AUD, look. Come on, bro. I can't make this up, fam. Look at this. August 1st, 2021. I'm gonna tell y'all exactly what happened, right? I called out both of these setups and I manually exited both of these setups because of news. So that's another reason why I don't use news. I don't want anything to make me be like, even though this is a good setup, I'm not gonna take it because of news, or I'm not gonna take it because I don't like the way the DXY look. Literally, I said something, I proved that this is what happened. Look, I'm gonna scroll down, I'm gonna show y'all what proceeded to happen, right? Look, literally, bro, I cannot make this up. Trade idea is active. I forgot all about this shit now that I'm talking about it. Trade idea is active. We do have a bank holiday for AUD today, so we won't have to wait long to see if this is going to go in our favor, right? I said all that ahead of time, trying to not think about the news. That's why I said I was kind of, trying to be like, okay, guys, we got news, so it's probably going to go really good or really bad because it was a bank holiday. So actually, it probably would have just consolidated more, so it wasn't like a major news event. Manual exit for -3 pips on both trades. It's a bank holiday, and I really should have waited on these. Play it safe. The worst thing you can do in trading, right? Do not play it safe. Please don't play it safe. Very small lesson, right? I was trying to be like, oh, I'm gonna just get out, blah, blah, blah. Man, look at this nonsense. Word of advice, if you didn't exit the AUD trades, hold them and adjust stop loss to break even to play it safe. They both back in profit. Great setups, just didn't want to risk the bank holiday, right? I ain't gonna explain all the rest of this, but look, look at my face. If you held the AUD trade you up, I'm just gonna show y'all. Look, bro, I can't look at this. Even if I would have held my break even, my original break even would have never, like, come on, bro. You feel me? So that's why I'm saying this is why I don't use news, and this is why I do not use the DXY. I just literally showed y'all one example of a retarded setup. Probably would have been one of the best trades ever. What was the risk reward on this? Even though I don't even think I had my take profit, I'm not gonna even try to lie to y'all, but that defeats the purpose. Like, what was something like, bruh? Come on, fam. That's retarded. I just showed y'all the proof. This is the purpose of documenting all this stuff. I literally explained something. I was like, damn, let me see if I can go find it. I sent out the trade, told y'all what happened. So moving forward, this is personally how I look at it, right? Anything that can make you change your mind about a setup that you already feel confident about, I just personally wouldn't use it. That's just me, right? What works for you works for you. What doesn't. But yeah. So that's my explanation. That was an extended answer to the person that asked me the original question, but I felt like I needed to explain that. So that's that. But let me check the chat real quick. He said I still remember that. That's hilarious. All right, but cool. So yeah, the only thing we could really talk about is gold. These other setups just so GBP just kept dropping, AED just kept dropping. I ain't gonna lie, I forgot all about that setup. I'm like low key tight again. Like that was, I don't even make no damn sense. Let me go see what was the other one. AED CAD. Hold on, I really forgot about both of those. How long ago is that? So August 1st, right? What did AED CAD do? Because AED CAD must have went stupid too. Yep. Look at this, bro. Look at this. This was the setup for AED CAD right here. Look, bro. 2 setups that I manually. Come on, dog. I was so sick. Look, like I said, I'm not gonna lie to you. I ain't even had my take profit all the way up there. Like this was whenever I wasn't even swing trading yet, right? I wasn't a swing trader at this point. I was still, I'm like these little 60. Nah, bro. I wasn't looking to target like these extreme highs and shit like that. Now this is the type of, this would be like my swing TP. But look at this, bro. Both setups I exited, it was so disgusting, bro. And I was like, from this day forward, that's why y'all literally never see me go to my Forex ones. I don't even care about that shit. It's either go good or bad. Like, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But yeah, that's me. So let's go over gold real quick. And this is, like I said, basically, I wish we had other stuff to talk about, but we really don't. I've already wasted 30 minutes anyway, so I kind of then milked it a little bit. All right, so let's just go over gold. So let's go ahead and pull up a different data feed. USD. We'll use forex.com. Does this look the same? It does. That's perfect. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and break this down all the way. Yeah, so look, one thing I'm gonna drop this in the chat real quick. So I'm gonna go over the second entry, but I do have two entries. So for anybody that didn't get in the original, it's basically back at entry, but I'll go over how I came across this. Say really excited. I'm about to introduce, you know what I'm saying, something I also been back testing for a while. I'm finna break that down to y'all tonight. Cause I don't know if y'all know, I used to have a call. So this one's called 4 Steps of Freedom. I used to have a call called Double Trouble. So now, you know what I'm saying, I feel like I finally perfected my double trouble entry, right? It's corny, but it was ever since I did the double trouble call, I was like, man, this is like a second entry. I should call it the double trouble entry. You know what I'm saying? If y'all still that, it's all good. Y'all know where y'all heard it first from. You feel me? Because most people say twin trade or nah, the double trouble entry, the DT entry. That sounds stupid. We just go stick with double trouble entry. Anyways, my bad, y'all. Thinking on the spot. So look, y'all know that usually whenever I'm breaking down the setup, as I told you guys, you figure out what's your favorite time frame. My favorite time frame is a 1 hour, right? From the 1 hour, I can basically get the majority of the information I need before I start diving in deeper. You feel me? So initially, what I want to be able to discover is two things. First off, the overall trend. Is it an uptrend? Is it a downtrend? Then I want to be able to focus on my bias. My personal bias is going to be what direction am I going to trade it in after I determine what is the overall trend. Okay. Maybe I trade with the trend. Maybe I trade against it. So as of right now, from what I'm seeing based off this 1 hour time frame, this looks like an uptrend. Okay. Let me see. Yes, it's definitely an uptrend. So I know I said all that stuff about the 1 hour, but you know, it's never anything wrong with verifying that you did have some previous breaker structure. So we did obviously have a previous breaker structure to the left. So obviously this is a verified, you know, higher time frame uptrend. So as you can see, the market ended up giving a deep retracement. We actually did have a, you know, very beautiful liquidity sweep right here, right? Market came peak down. This might actually be, I mean, shoot, something like this might be something. Actually, since we're looking at this, let me go look at this. This might be a markup for the future. Oh, I already know what this is. Yeah, I know exactly what this is. Never mind. I don't need to mark that up. I remember what that was. It never came back there. So yeah, so for anybody, this might be an opportunity whenever it comes back down here. So nice liquidity sweep. When it comes back down to this area, that might be something that we might be looking at. But I don't feel like doing all that right now. So anyway, so my bad. So we had the breaker structure. We had the, you know, retracement. We had the liquidity sweep. The market ended up running higher, right? Continued breaking additional levels of structure, which is showing that the market is still bullish. Okay. Now, what we ended up seeing was the market ended up hitting, you know, there's like imbalance-ish area over here. So we can see where the market is basically attracting to. And at this point, the way that I'm looking at it is if I were to take my fib from this last impulsive move right here to the low, right? The market is getting closer to the point of, you know, maybe being due for a strong retracement. So even though this is a possible continuation for the uptrend, right? The market may make another retracement before it decides to break above these highs, or maybe it's just going to retrace deeper, possibly back into something like this. Okay. So it's a lot of different things that could happen, right? We're not worried about what can happen. We're just worried about, you know, relatively like right now. So all those other scenarios don't really matter as of right now. All I'm thinking about is this retracement for a possible sell-off. Okay. So the market has already retraced back to the 78. And as you guys can see, it gave a very aggressive reaction. Okay. So within this aggressive reaction, what we can look at is if we actually come in this area and start refining what we're looking at, we know that this reaction happened off of a higher time frame, 78.6 fib level. Okay. We also know that this is a what? This is a head and shoulders pattern, right? Left shoulder, head, right? Right shoulder. So we have multiple confirmations in this opportunity. Um, and pretty much what I'm looking for is I didn't get an opportunity to get in on, this initial move right here. Primarily because I was looking at this, but I really couldn't find because y'all know I like pretty big beefy candles. Okay. So if I can't find it, as I said before, I can't get the entry. So, the market reacted where it reacted somewhere in this area, gave a very deep, drop to the downside. What did it also do? Okay, it also broke a level of structure. So this technically, you know, as far as this gigantic impulsive move, this is the first opportunity to, if you're thinking about taking a short, this would be kind of the first telltale sign that the market might be getting ready to continue dropping, right? So now what you're seeing is you're seeing a sell formation, right? So you have a high, right? You then have I always get higher highs and higher lows confused. You have a lower high, right? I always have a brain fart when I'm saying higher lows and lower highs and stuff like that. Yeah, y'all know what I mean, though. So, anyways, though, yeah, you have a lower high. That's what it is. Higher lows, lower highs. There you go. So you see the market create a peak, right? Right here. The main thing that you want to think about is to confirm a downtrend. You want to be able to see some sort of structure break or break of structure, which would be referred to as a BOS, right? Whenever you see the BOS, that's whenever you want to pull out the Fibonacci. So it's a lot of people. I ain't gonna lie, it took me a minute to actually because I originally learned at DeLorean and they don't use that, and the way Patrick uses it is unique. It definitely works, but it's unique. So definitely make sure you learn how to properly use the Fibonacci. I'm gonna be honest, I think it has to be the most utilized tool in not even Forex, just like stock trading, crypto trading, just investing in general. It don't even have nothing to do with leverage trading specifically. So what you always want to see is you want to use the fib for a continuation. So a nice structure break to have a retracement, right? Notice where the retracement is happening in between the 88.6 and the 61.8 fib zone. More exclusively, we saw that we got the best rejection off of that 71%. Okay. So not only do we now have the head and shoulders pattern, right? Not only do we have the higher time frame 78 fib level that we saw this react from, right? We then have a break of structure. We then have a retracement. Okay. And then we have another drop. Now, the next thing I want to be able to look for is, you guys know I like to be able to see if there's exhaustion in the market as well as divergence. So off rip, without even blinking, I can see divergence right here. So if you guys don't know, if you're brand new on the call, I'm gonna teach you a little something about divergence real quick. So easiest way for you to be able to detect it is you want to go from the candle chart to the line chart. Okay. Candle chart to the line chart. So now it looks exactly the same. So the difference of it is, if you can see that the indicator is going in one direction, but the market happens to be going in another, right? You want to be able to see if you can match these up. Okay. So in the instance that this is going up, right, on the RSI, this is going down. So this would be divergence right here. Almost every single time y'all get on these calls, y'all see me basically explain these setups the same. So one thing I want to be able to tell people is your progress is going to come from how similar one setup to the next setup looks. Okay. So if you feel like a lot of your setups look completely different, that might be why your results are not consistent. When I wasn't consistent, setup to setup used to look completely different. How many times some of my regulars got on this call, you've literally seen divergence, right? After the divergence, a lot of times you're going to get some sort of impulsive move that'll leave like a gap or imbalance. A lot of times you'll also get a break of structure, and you're pretty much just looking to get in the retracement, right? Since you now have the confidence knowing that you just seen divergence. Divergence is whenever I'm feeling myself, right? It don't guarantee a win, but I'm feeling myself if I got the divergence, you feel me? So we got that. And finally, at this point, I talk about seeing if there's exhaustion. So with the same tool that you can detect divergence, you can also detect exhaustion. What is exhaustion? Right? Whenever this white line goes outside of the purple box, that is going to imitate exhaustion in the market. Now, it doesn't mean as soon as you see this happen, hop in for a sell, because obviously the market was not done. And clearly, assuming that you're going to put your stop loss above the most previous high, which is what you should do if you're going to short, your stop loss would have been hit, right? So you don't just hop in whenever you see there's exhaustion. You just start now waiting, okay, and seeing if the market is starting to start showing you signs to confirm the exhaustion, which we got with the divergence, which we got with the breaker structure, which we got with the retracement back into the fib. So with all of that information, we're now going to go back to the chart, okay? And y'all know what I like to do. I want to be able to start looking for an entry. Now, to be real, this one was a little bit different, okay? Normally, I tell you, I'm usually finding an entry from the 1 hour to like the daily, higher time frames. On this one, I'm going to tell y'all what happened, right? So whenever I initially sent out this trade, it would have been, it was probably like somewhere in here, right? So obviously I was initially paying attention to this imbalance right here. So I was like, okay, so this is making sense. It's like they're basically giving me an entry. Obviously, like I said, I always got to repeat, not a financial advisor. No trade is going to be guaranteed. I would never guarantee a win, and you need to make sure you use proper risk management just in case we lose, which we will always lose, but we're going to have those wins up in there as well too. You feel me? So I started working my way up, right? And what I really focused on was this big ass wick. So one thing I learned from Starboy is, pay attention to the really big wicks, right? A lot of times these are manipulations. So if you guys kind of notice, this right here looks like, pretty much like a liquidity sweep. You saw the market working its way up, right? Market ended up dropping, came back up, swept this high, right? Also reacted in this previous last buy the sell candle, right? Probably damn near like the 50% of this candle type joint. Definite. Well, yeah, this gotta be pretty close. Let me see. Break that thing down real quick. Damn near. So almost actually reacted off of that 50% of that 3-hour candle. But this big 3-hour candle, right, is why initially what really caught my attention. So as I kept scrolling up, I saw this big candle, right? This big 4-hour candle, but kind of like how I told y'all, um, since the market had just opened, and even though I saw this candle, I was thinking about, because whenever you see this big wick, you want to really start going backwards. So this 4-hour candle wasn't the prettiest. It's really big, and the market has already kind of reacted off of it. So I like to be able to get in on a candle that hasn't been touched yet. And that's one thing I speak on. Like once the candle gets touched, if I'm not already participating, I usually just let it go. Cause like my timing on all my setups has gotten really good. So like I know like I can miss an entry by like 5 minutes. And it's like if it didn't get to my entry at the time that I wanted to, like based off of session time and stuff like that, I just pass up the whole setup. I don't like trading candles that have already been touched at the time that I'm seeing it. I feel like I already missed it, so I'm gonna just let it go. Like I want a fresh entry. So I ended up finding this 55-minute candle up here, right? Obviously, this candle has not been touched yet. Okay. So if you look up here, well, obviously as of right now, it's activated, but um, this candle hadn't been touched yet at the time. So you guys know, normally I say biggest candle on the highest time frame. That technically would have been the 4-hour on this trade, but I'm showing you, how you can finesse it a little bit sometimes. So basically off of this 55-minute candle, this is where I started marking up my entry. So I tell you guys, I usually mark up my entries. I mean, pretty much the same. Initially I'm going to look for the 50%, like so. Okay, 50% of that candle. Why? The 50% is a lot of times going to be the best area of entry. A lot of times also the market does not guarantee to give you a deep enough retracement to put you in the trade. Okay. So that's why I say I never just automatically enter off the 50, because the trades it fills, it's lit. The trades that, it misses your entry and you don't actually get in, that sucks. So I would rather be in all the trades versus get too cute with my entry and my stop loss because my risk reward always lines up. So what I usually teach is I'm going to go from the opening to the 50%. And this is now going to be my entry zone. You feel me? So this is now going to be my entry zone. I'm now going to be looking for a sell, assuming the market pops up in this area. Now it's two kind of traders. You can wait for the market to get into this area, wait for some sort of rejection candle, a doji, an engulfing candle, whatever, and you can execute by market. Me, I'm a little more lazy. I would prefer to actually set a pending order, buy limit and or sell limit. You feel me? So even if I'm asleep and the trade activates, I don't have to be here in real time to make a decision. It'll just automatically activate based off the work I put in prior. Okay. So how I find an exact entry, because obviously to put in a pending, you can't go off of a zone. You have to go off of an exact entry. Okay. I'm going to take the fib one more time. And then I'm going to change it back to, let's see. Then I'm going to change it back to the regular fib. And as I also teach, I'm going to simply take advantage of the fib level that is within my entry zone. And that's how I find my entry. So by default, I'll be looking to enter off of this 71%. Okay. Since that falls within my entry zone. And I know I usually say my stop loss maxes out at 40 pips. Gold, obviously the pip count on gold is way different than regular Forex pairs. So for gold, I personally don't have like a pip count. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, I trade off of higher time frames usually, so I could have 60 pips, 70 pips. It just depends sometimes. On this one, it actually came out to 45, which I mean, honestly, it's not bad. It's only actually 5 pips more than what I usually do. But yeah, so if any of y'all are like, because I know I'll be saying stuff and y'all go take it, don't take it over the top. It's like, man, he says he usually maxes out at 40. Gold is basically open. It's fair game. Okay, so gold is going to be bigger than 40 pips in certain situations. Okay, so all in all, what I ended up doing was, this is how I ended up marking it up, right? Now, I'm going to tell you guys about how I came to, I actually need to switch this up. The double trouble entry, baby. So look, moving forward, I'm going to be honest with you, right? This is what I recommend that y'all do, okay? It's 1 or 2 things that y'all can do. Now, I didn't send out the double trouble entry when I sent out the original entry, but what I'm going to start doing is when I start marking on my charts moving forward, right? Because this is just going to be a treat for the people that hopped on this call. Moving forward, everybody will get access to it. So as you can see, I only have the 1 entry on here, okay? Moving forward, y'all are going to start getting the picture, and I'm going to just put DB, right? No, DT. I'm going to just put DT. So it'll be in parentheses, because I'm not going to send out the parameters for both. I'm only going to send out the parameters for the aggressive entry, because this is my original entry. This is something that I'm going to be honest with you, it may or may not activate. It's going to be the best entry, period, point blank, period, right? Every setup is not going to have a double trouble entry, but you feel me? If it does, if you see the word DT next to it, that simply means this, right? If you're risking 1%, half of a percent, 2%, put that on the entry that I actually send out. Whenever you see on the picture, if you see DT in parentheses, right, your entry is literally going to be right here in yellow, all right? And you would use the exact same stop loss. What I recommend that you do, go put the entry on your trading view, go put the stop loss on your trading view, and get the pip count. See how this is? Gold is a little different. So I don't want to throw y'all off. This technically is 21 pips. I know it's a little, but like for instance, if we were to do, like I got one for, look, I got one for GU, even though this is technically from Starboy, okay? Starboy is the reason why I came up with this, because it's like, yeah. So look, I'm gonna put y'all on game, right? So if y'all see something like this, right, you would know that this is 20 pips stop loss, because you would see that there are 2 different entries, all right? So this is 36360. Obviously, that'll be attached to the actual trade that I send out. This number you're not going to see when I send out the trade, so you'll be like, oh, okay, he's going to have DT next to it, right? It'll be the double trouble entry. So you can either split your position, or you can do 1% on the aggressive entry. You can do half of a percent on the other entry. That's personally how I'm trading. So I normally risk 1%. So I'm going to be putting 1% on my original entry. I'm going to put half of a percent on my double trouble entry. Okay. So if that makes sense, y'all can definitely take advantage of that. Like I said, you don't have to take advantage of it at all. And if you want to split your risk, so if you normally risk 2%, you could put 1% here, 1% here. Like I said, the double trouble entry is less likely to happen. So I would not put more money at this entry, even though it's a better position, because it's more likely to just get missed altogether. Now, let me break down as to why there are going to be certain opportunities to where we're going to start having a double trouble entry. Okay. So if I simply go back, because I started noticing something, okay? And it's like, I don't want to miss out on any opportunities to make money. You feel me? So if you guys notice the original candle of interest that we're looking at is going to be right here. Okay. So let me break this down slow for y'all. Okay. Actually, I need to rename. Can I rename the goddamn can you rename that joint? You cannot. Oh yeah, you can. That's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna get rid of that. And now I'm gonna hit them with the yes, sir. So we're gonna have the DT entry. You feel me? Bam. And then I go back to the regular one. Oh yeah, we lit. All right, cool. So look, this is gonna be the original setup, right? As I say, we did the fib, from the high to the low, right? Bada boom, hit them with the bottom boom, bada bing, right? Go back to the regular fib. And we know our entry was right here, right? Perfect, beautiful sniper entry. Is the market done yet? I don't know. That's why I'm not excited yet, right? I need to see take profit get hit before I feel anything. You feel me? Now that we saw that, how do I get the double trouble entry? So look, whenever you can scroll back, right? That was a exaggerated throat clear if y'all didn't catch that. So as you scroll down to lower time frames, okay, if you can find, right, this is not in every situation because every situation don't have pretty candles on the lower time frame. So if you can find, right, another opportunity, okay, another opportunity on the lower time frame, because think about it, if I go back, so my original entry would have been like, let's see, so from the high to the low, my original entry would have been, so we go see what are the differences, okay? And I'm gonna show y'all the risk to reward difference. So our original entry would have been somewhere right here off that 71%, right? So all I'm simply doing is if I see another opportunity that will require a deeper retracement, I'm just strictly, because this is Starboy, right? Starboy, he 50% every goddamn thing. There's not a trade that man is gonna take that he not finna do the 50%, right? So shout out to him, all right? I'm gonna just go straight 50%, right? And that's that simple, right? Drop a 2 in the chat if that made sense, okay? And I'm gonna show y'all another example, right? Literally based off of like what I just learned from him calling out the most recent setup. So all I'm doing is, remember, I want to be able to take my initial setup off the biggest candle on the highest time frame. So I'm just saying if I can find another possible entry on the lower time frame, I'm gonna just go straight 50%. That's gonna be my entry. I'm gonna use the same stop loss. So let's go look at the trade he called out for GBP USD. Okay. So look at where my entry is, right? The red, and whenever y'all see the red, y'all know it's on the cracking. Okay. So my original entry is at the 78%. His entry, okay, right, is off this 2-hour candle. So 50% of the 2-hour candle, 20 pip stop versus a 28 pip stop. Now, an 8 pip difference might not seem like that big of a deal, okay? That's what you thought, right? So even though obviously this trade, we still need some sort of trade. So I'll just give you, the perspective. So that previous low, assuming it would have put us in a trade, it would be a difference of a 3.3 to 1 to a 5 to 1. That's a pretty big difference, okay? So that would just simply mean, okay, say the trade hits this entry and then it hits this entry. Now you got 2 different positions, but one is a little bit better. You feel me? So let me see if I can see another example on AUD USD. Yeah, I don't think AUD USD. Yeah, AUD USD didn't really happen. But yeah, so that's basically that. So in the future, like I said, if y'all see me send out that picture with the setup and you see 2 different entries, it is at your discretion to take the other one. You feel me? But that's basically what that's gonna represent. Yeah, GBP USD was really the only other one that had that. And then gold, like I just showed y'all on gold, basically, which is up here. So I'm gonna drop that picture one more time in the chat. So if y'all want to be able to take y'all first official DT entry, you feel me? Y'all can go ahead and do that. All right, so y'all got that picture in the chat. Let's see. All right, that's pretty much it. Yeah, so we got that. I'm gonna scan the market real quick, but I'm pretty sure that that's it because I ain't really seeing anything else.
Let's see. So y'all got that gold. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, make sure y'all take advantage of that. ADUSD is still dropping. JBAD, JPY is dropping. What they got? What they got? Nah. So this would be something similar, like if this were to, give, because all these AUDs are dropping. If you were to get like a retracement up here, that could be dope. Maybe get a reaction off of this to come back to this to give you this. So I'll actually put that on the hit list and just kind of see how that goes. I'll just keep an eye on something like that. That is trending very bullish. I don't know how I feel about. I don't like them super extended market continuation plays. Yeah, I'd probably just pass. I'd rather look at a sell for something like that. So let that go. This is yes. All the AD pairs are. Yeah, I'll let this one alone because these candles had already been touched. All right. This actually might not be bad. Did it? Technically didn't. No, that might be fair game. Yeah, all these might give a retracement to sell lower. We still got some space. Okay. Yeah, the ADs might be on and cracking this week. They got AD, USD, AED, NZD, AED, Chef. Probably looking for something like this. Maybe it reacts down here type joint. So something like that. All right, mark that. Okay, okay. Might have some plays this week. Still looking at CAD. Snap Cash Chef. Another teacup. Shout out to that boy Teacup Lou. So this is like an example that I'm talking about. For me personally, like once that candle's already been touched, from my personal experience, like see how this higher time frame can, because like I said, I pay attention to the highest time frame candle, and then I work my way down. In my experience, a lot of times, if and when this comes back, this candle is not going to be as strong because it's already been touched before the market gave the impulsive move. Other people may look at this differently, but this is just, kind of like how I look at the market from back testing. So that's just me. That's why when I say a fresh candle, I'm talking about a candle that hasn't already been touched and went in the direction. Like I want to be a part of this before it took off. When it comes back, I don't care about it anymore. Even if you could say you might could look forward to come up here, right? You're like, oh, well, it hasn't been up here. That's cool, but that's just like one of my rules. So it could technically come back up here and play out. To be honest, I wouldn't deny that. But just because these higher time frame candles, because if y'all notice, the candles that I be taking my trades off of, they haven't been touched yet. So that's like my whole thing. So all the candles that I take have not been touched yet. So that's just me. I already got that marked up. Euro. What's this? Euro USD. I actually did not look at Euro for sales. Euro may be talking about something back up here. I wouldn't be mad at that since everything else looks like it's gonna sell off. Go ahead, hit them with the replay tool. So what was that, the 6 or the 7? And actually, that's what I forgot to do. I'll label the rest of these so I don't fucking forget. So ADJPY was like the 6. Yeah. 6 hour. And then AD Chef was the what? 5 hour. All right, cool. What else we on Euro USD? Let's look at Euro USD. 7 hour. So yeah, similar. You know, maybe get that's definitely not what I marked that off of, the 8. Sweet. All right. 8. All right, cool. Cool beans. So something like that. And then give us a continuation. Maybe come sweep. Definitely come sweep some shit like this. Okay. Not mad at that at all. Let me put that on that joint. Euro JPY. Shout out to Euro JPY, still holding that bad boy. This isn't gonna happen. Well, I already got that marked up. This is something I'm looking for on Euro CAD. Come back to that candle and maybe give us a continuation since we got to break a structure right here. So as y'all see, we got a lot of opportunity. Just got to be patient. Sit on your hands, as they say. We already identified that I was cool on this. Yeah, cool off that. Euro AUD? Let's see. Is there anything up here that I like? Yeah, I didn't think so. I mean, why was I not looking at this, actually? I was not looking at this at all. Let me look at this. So when did it get in here? So this is something I would have had marked up. Damn, I did not even see the setup, to be honest. I wouldn't have been mad at something like this. So I would have entered probably somewhere in here. Let's see, is there anything else on these lower time frames? Let's see. Nah, it's nothing too pretty in there. So the 12, let's see when this would have activated on this candle. This must have been from, yes, it's from last week. That's probably why. So I probably was looking at this. So it activated, it would have happened. Oh yeah, that's why. Okay. So this is like another example, like I said. So this would have been a setup I actually would have marked up. But the time it would have activated, I wouldn't have gotten in. So like I said, if I'm not getting the original entry, and this is me, this is probably this is probably just like me. But if I don't get the original entry, everything else that happens after the fact, I don't really care for. Like I'm so specific with how I trade. I need the original entry. Everything I'm showing y'all is how I get my original entry. So I don't want to break that. So I don't care that, oh, well, I didn't get the original entry, but it retested. Nah, like if I didn't get this original touch, this is what I want. I don't want anything else. So this technically could still be valid. I'm be real with y'all. So any of y'all that, kind of like the concept of that, but for me, nah. And the reason why I wouldn't have taken this is because this literally happened towards the end of the week. So this would have been on Friday, right? The 21st. Let me check my phone because I'm like, yeah, I know I couldn't have just passed something up. Yeah. So I would have passed this up on purpose. So I probably had this marked up and then erased it because I'm like, I know I wouldn't have passed this up. That's why I directly went straight into that. All right, cool. So yeah, that would have okay, cool. All right, but like I said, everything I'll be explaining is just what works for me personally. So I don't know if this is ever gonna come back. Had this joint marked up, it just never gave that retracement. Euro GBP. I mean, Euro GBP, as I told you about that teacup. But like I said, I just feel like it's over exhausted. So it might, scalp off, come back into these imbalances, whatever. But I'm cool on that. What is this? That's still dropping. GBP and ZD. I already looked at that earlier, so I know I'm not interested. GBP Chef. I'm pretty sure it's to have some type of deep retracement of some sort. Let me check the chat. My bad. I like week dive. Shout out to my boy Slick. Euro news in 30 minutes. Got you. Somebody say Euro Chef. If I already passed up Euro Chef and I didn't stop, I probably didn't see anything I personally like. But one thing I learned is if you feel confident about the setup, take it. Take it. Definitely take it. Shout out to Wall Street Ray. Wall Street Ray got GBP CAD marked up. So y'all definitely make sure y'all go tap into the Discordio. The Discordio. GBP CAD ain't looking too shabby. I actually do like that. Yeah, shout out to Wall Street for marking that up. If you need the link for the Discord, you gotta reach out to whoever brought you in. I cannot give you that if you're not on my personal squad. Sorry. Yeah, I actually like this. I like that 55. This is actually the best one. Okay. All right, Wall Street. I see what you see, brother. I see what you got going on, brother. I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you. You feel me? Let's see. GBP CAD. GBP CAD. Oh shit, my bad, D. My bad, D, bro. Yo, damn Sosa name be throwing me off. He said I am. My bad, fam. That's hilarious. Yeah, my bad, bro. I got you. You definitely are. My bad. I be so used to seeing people real name on here. I be looking too quick. Yeah, I got you. I got you after this call. Just shoot me a text and remind me after this call is over. That is hilarious. He said I am. You definitely are, bro. That's 100% my fault. That's hilarious. All right. So as I told y'all know how I look for my entry. So I'm a 50%, the biggest candle, which on this time frame for me looks like the 50. And even though this is kind of relative, it'd be kind of weird because sometimes I don't be knowing how to explain. It'd be like the look, because technically, if you guys think about it, kind of like what I explained. So this candle has already been tested before it took off, but it's relative. Like it didn't really just like take off. So it's kind of like, I guess it's situational. So kind of like how I said, I wouldn't look at whatever pair I was talking about because it already touched and took off. That joint really took off. This one hasn't really gone nowhere. So it's like relative. And ultimately it really just broke this structure, to potentially give us that retracement. So because I did just say all that, but it's relative. Like I said, certain things, it's just like a feeling. So a lot of stuff is situational, but without confusing y'all. So entry zone. So I'd personally be looking for something like this at that 71%. Cause like I said, I like a little bit more aggressive entries. So I'd probably be looking at something like that. Go ahead and get this up out of here. Yes, I'd really be looking for something like this. And I'm actually gonna go ahead and send this out. I like this a lot. Um, okay, what we got? All right, so and y'all seeing me mark up in real time. So like I said, so the other thing too, like I don't always, need to directly go down here and see all that. Me talking about, momentum and weakness and stuff like that, it's relative. I'll look at it, but like I really already know I like this before I even saw any of this other stuff, like to be real. Really just from simple structure break, I saw the accumulation. So, a lot of that stuff I'm really doing to teach, I really just kind of be having a feeling. And then when I go check this, I'm like, oh, okay, bet. So once again, okay, let me go back into educator mode. I ain't gonna lie, I don't feel like doing all that extra stuff. I can really explain the setup tomorrow. We already been on here an hour and 10 minutes. I appreciate the people that's still on here. So I'm gonna really just kind of rough draft it and then I'll go into more detail tomorrow. Assuming it activates. If it don't activate, we ain't going to even talk about it tomorrow. So we do have divergence right here, right? As you guys can see. So remember, divergence is whenever the market is doing something different on the chart versus on the indicator. So on the chart, the market is working its way down. On the indicator, the market is working its way up. That's going to be our divergence. Love to see that. And as you saw, we had the exhaustion over here. The market was showing exhaustion in a few different instances, kind of, coming up to this point. So got that. Go ahead and move this out the way. And then, like I said, we got that break of structure up here. So I am not mad at that. Okay. I bet. So stop. We gonna do. So I'm gonna add 2 pips of spread. So that's gonna be about 27. We need to look for some targets. Let me come back to this. Let me scan the rest of the market to see if there's anything else. But we definitely finna send this bad boy out. GJ. I need to make a YouTube video for that. USDJPY. I know Kevin had marked this up. Pretty sure it's still active. It looks like it might, finally start working its way back up. I like this setup too. This is like something else how I look at stuff different. Like I said, I don't like trading overextended markets. So even though we did have this structure break, like I said, if I can't see anything to the left past that most recent high or low on the time frame I would be looking to enter off of, I just pass it up altogether because I feel like I don't know, it's just not gonna be in my favor. So I would have been looking to enter off this 4-hour candle, but I would have preferred to have had an entry in here before, what I'm saying, it actually took off. So I would have preferred to have like the retracement before it took off. So I wanted to be in this move. Once this move got made, because I was personally looking to target this. I personally don't want it when it comes back because it could fall through. But I can 100% understand why somebody's taking this, but this is why I wouldn't take it. But like I said, um, it is a good setup. You know what I'm saying? This is just not something that I would take for myself, just from my personal experience. But make sure y'all definitely tap into the signals because my boy Kevin has been killing it. So, and that's one thing y'all also have to be aware of too. You cannot agree with somebody's setup, but you don't have to be negative. Like it's because everybody sees something different. Like I know the stop losses I use, some people probably be like, man, I wouldn't use a stop loss that big. That ain't finna hurt my feelings. You feel what I'm saying? Like I don't care about that. So it's all about what you like and what you don't like. So one place I want to get to is you honestly want to get to a place where you feel so confident about your signals Nobody can change your mind. I'm gonna give y'all an example when I gained the most confidence. I got on a Lex Waves call and a John Dollar call, right? I sent a markup in the chart. Like I said, I got really vivid memory. And this is why I do a lot of things how I do it. I literally dropped a markup in the chart. They disagreed with it. It's like I couldn't even make this up. They disagreed with it so bad they literally bust out laughing. Like they're like, oh, okay, let's look in the chat. They clicked it. They're like, ah, won't think that's gonna happen, right? It wasn't like a super disrespectful laugh. It was kind of just like, but you know what I'm saying? You want to know what happened? That setup ended up working out. And I got back on Lex Waves call the next day and I dropped the chart. And it was like, you know what? I remember you from yesterday. He was like, shout out to you for having confidence in your setup. So I say all that to say, even if millionaires laugh at your markup, if you feel good about it, bro, take that bitch. You feel me? That's all I can say, right? You got to have supreme confidence. Definitely use a demo. Shout out to my boy Slick dropping the sauce. Okay. But like I said, I do like that USD JPY setup. So I would not be surprised if it actually, reacted. But like I said, that's the reason why I personally wouldn't. So everything you guys need to understand is take all the information from everybody that you learn from and then formulate your own style. I've learned literally every strategy, but I've learned levels, pivots, teacup strategy, Luke Longmire strategy, steady, John Dollar and Starboy trade pretty differently. John Dollar is way more aggressive, right? Then you got the bounce back traders. They all have, their little nuances and stuff like that. You got Johnny Phibb. You got Tyrone, Patrick. I literally have everybody's style and I was able to combine it to figure out what works for me, right? I wouldn't say I trade exactly like anybody I learned from. I trade differently than a lot of them. You feel me? I ain't gonna lie, this actually might not be bad either. What's this? NZD Chef? NZD Chef might not be bad. Not crazy, but I'm gonna start back testing this. I'm gonna start back testing this because this would be like another example. So kind of like how I said, see how it already, touched that candle and then it took off. I'm gonna start back testing this because obviously if the lower time frame candles are still good, like how you can see, these could be still valid setups, but like I said, I've done a lot of back testing, so everything I'm saying in detail is for a reason. But since I'm now more consistent in certain things, I'm going back and retesting because I'm seeing the market differently. So this is like one of those because it could definitely I'm gonna definitely start testing this out this week. I'm gonna go back and look at that other setup I passed up. Because this definitely would be nice. You have very clean, structure break right here. So what time frame is this? This is the 7 hour. I'm gonna go back and find that other setup that I got away from. I'm gonna show y'all an example. I think it was Euro AUD. I'm gonna show y'all an example of exactly what I'm talking about. When I saw a scenario, I don't remember what time frame that bitch was on. I think it might have been like the 3. I want to see if I can find it. What was that? So the second entry for gold activated. So one or two things is gonna happen. It's gonna go hit stop loss, or that was the deepest retracement before it starts dropping. I really want to go find this now. I'm probably not. I was trying to look for an example that I was trying to talk about with why I'm referencing. Yeah, I don't even know how far ago that would be. Actually, USD JPY, I can go find it for sure. Let me show y'all a more detailed example, like what I'm referencing with that. Nah, that's not gonna help. Yeah, I don't know. Don't even worry about it. Like I said, I'm gonna just go back to back testing that. Those might still be valid. I got a lot of markers, boy. All right, so gold hit our DT entry. So we in that thing like a chicken wire. Like I said, one or two things gonna happen. It's either finna go in our favor or it's finna go hit stop loss. Okay, but we do. So shout out to us for the first official DT entry. We got that thing. I hope y'all went and put that in. If y'all didn't, you sleep. Because both of my positions are filled. You feel me? All right, cool. So that's pretty much it. Like I said, we've been on this call for a while now. That was the other chart. And I am pretty much done. I don't think I went over the rest of these. Let me go look at these. USC Chef. Not crazy about it. USD Cat. I was looking for a crazy pullback up here. I don't know if this will happen, but I think this would be dope for sure. So let me go ahead and mark that up. All right, cool. So I got that on the hit list. Let me go back and find one of those candles that I was talking about. I was gonna leave alone because I already tested it. 80 USD, already got that. 80 JPY, already got that. 80 NZD. I think this is the one I was talking about. No, it wasn't. 80 Chef. Okay, what else? CAS CHF. Yeah, it was definitely this one. So I am. So like I said, I think I should be good with these because like I said, if you can find one of these on a lower time frame, I'm gonna get back into seeing what's up. 3 hour. I think this is the only one. Throw that on the hit list. So really we just need some damn retracements this week. And we should be good. Got that, got that, got that. Wasn't looking at that. Euro AUD. Oh no, because I missed out on my original entry. So I'm gonna let that go. Said that was a little over exhausted for me. Yeah, I think I'm pretty much it, guys. We've been on here damn near hour and a half. Yeah, pretty much it. Oh, I forgot about GBP CAD. My bad. I need to go mark that bitch up. My brain completely forgot about GBP CAD. All right, so let's go finish marking up GBP CAD and then we're gonna be done. So let me move this over to the active folder. All right, but all right, let's mark this up. GBP CAD, what is this on the 50? I was looking at this on. Yeah. Okay, so first TP would be up here. Is it above that wick? It is not. All right. Second TP. I probably just target that damn high, to be honest. So first TP is about a 2-to-1. Could really target somewhere in this imbalance. I just target the 78.6. Yeah, that'll be dope. So we'll do that as second TP. Make sure this is perfect. All right. Get that on there. So we'll do And then we'll just have like a swing TP up here or something. So second TP is about a 5-to-1. Let's look for some liquidity. So we got a weekly high up here. We'll grab with that. I like it. I like it. I like it. That's cool. And then swing TP will be up here. All right, cool. Weighing that thing like a chicken wing. Let's see. All right, so about to mark that up. Let's see what gold talking about. All right, so yeah, so like I said, we're just basically just go let it play out and kind of see what happens from here. One or two things gonna happen. It's either gonna go in our favor or it's not. Either way, like I said, make sure you guys are using proper risk management. And yeah, that'll basically be what's gonna save us. So gonna go ahead and go back over here. Send this out so I can get off this damn call. All right. Let's see. Pull up the telly. Okay, so all right, guys, let's go ahead and mark this bad boy up. So let me copy text, put this over here, paste. So GBP CAD buy limit. Entry 1.70020. SL was what? 27 pips. Entry 1.69750. First TP was a 1 to 2. 1.70620. 60 pips for a 1 to 2. 60 for 1 to 2. 1.706. 620. I know this was like a 1 to 5. 7 1 4 1 0. 139. 1 to 5. 1 to 5. 139. 1.71410. All right, bet. That is 2220220 for 1 to 8. 220. 1.72220. And then swing TP is 1.73140. And that would be 73140. Gosh, 312 for 1 to 11.5. 312 R&R 1 to 11.5. And then gotta get that picture. So I'm about to copy this and delete it. Copy. Drop that in the chat real quick for y'all. But obviously I'm about to send this out to the Telegram and Discord. All right, so I'm gonna check those out in a little bit.
Let's see. All right, so I dropped that in there for y'all. I already copied that. Okay, let me come over here, paste. Whoa, wrong one. Damn. Let me backtrack. Shout out to the undo. You feel me? All right, paste. Now I'm gonna get rid of this. And then this is on the 50. Excuse me. So, let's see. All right, get that nice looking shot. Okay, picture, copy link. Okay, paste. All right, but so I'm about to go ahead and send this out. Y'all will be seeing this come through the Telegram shortly. All right, so sent that there. Now send this over here, and one more spot. Let's see. And then send it to the cord, aka the Discord. Trade ideas and all right, cool. So, all right, so we're basically good on that. All right, Slick, let me check you out real quick, and then we finna to get the hell up out of here. We've been on here officially hour and a half. Let's see what we got. To see what we got. Good old slow laptop. Nothing quite like it. Come on, don't embarrass me in front of company. Come on. Don't be like that. All right, there we go. Cool. Oh, okay, I see what you got going on. What's this? NZD JPY? Are these the same ones? Because I think I double clicked it. Yeah, I did. So let me get rid of one of these and click on the other one. So we got one. Let's get the second one up here. I bet Euro USD. Oh, okay. Damn. All right. I like that. That's on the 1 hour. NJ. NZD JPY. What did this put? Oh, okay, on here. What's that? The daily? What time frame is this? Is this a daily? Or am I tripping? 30-minute. I'm definitely tripping. Let's see. Okay, yeah, I see what you got going on. Damn, it actually is reacting off of here. That's nice. It's definitely reassuring. Yeah, I like this. Shout out to my boy Slick. Feel me? Yeah, I see what you got going on, my brother. I see it very well. Yeah, it definitely looks like we can come clear up here. And they got all sorts of deep levels of retracement that you could have in something like this. That should make sense. Have some kind of profit area be up here. I like it. What was the other one? Euro USD. Euro USD I like too. And it makes sense because, like I said, I'm looking for the sell, so that actually makes a lot of sense. And you're trading, yeah, you got a snipe, my brother. I'm not gonna lie to you. You got a snipe. I ain't gonna lie, I was looking for this. I don't know. Yeah, I was looking at this setup. I totally forgot about this. Yeah, shout out you, Slick. I was looking at this. I don't know what happened. Yeah, this is a good setup, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't remember what happened as to why I think I erased this. But yeah. Yeah, you did your thing with this one, bro. This definitely should have been one I should have been calling out myself. Yep. Well, nah, I'm gonna be honest. I wouldn't have even. So look, this is a good way I can back test, right? I actually would not have gotten the entry that I would have wanted. My retracement would have been too deep.
But Slick sniped the shit out this hoe, bro. You should have sent this bitch out, bro. Don't be selfish, not Slick. Do not be selfish. You feel me? You getting sniper entries like this, brother. I'm gonna need you to call them bad boys out. Shout out to Slick. Yeah, this is nice. So look, for me, right? This is how you guys can back test, right? This is how I back tested my entry so much. All the opportunities I missed or could have taken, I'm like, okay, well, where would I have entered? So technically for me, since y'all know I enter off the fib, I would have been looking to enter somewhere down here. So I wouldn't have even been able to. So realistically, I wouldn't have even been able to get in this trade because it wouldn't have activated. So if it does come back, I could possibly be looking for something like that. So we'll see. With the reaction like how this, you don't know. It might be gone. It might pull back one more time. You know how the candles be. Sometimes they come back again. So I'm actually gonna mark this up and be real with you. Gonna be real like a dollar bill. Shout out to that boy Slick. I forgot all about this joint. Well, it's basically already marked up. I'll do all that later. I don't feel like staying on this call too much longer, but yeah, I'm definitely gonna add that to the hit list in case it gives me another retracement. Shout out to Slick. So what happens when you look into the chat, guys? It pays to pay attention to the chat. Yeah, I like that setup a lot. Euro USD. Yeah, I might see me call that out later. Obviously if it gives us the retracement. So yeah, guys, I mean that's pretty much shit's pretty much it. Let me go back and look at gold. See what gold doing. You know, gold's just kind of stagnating in the same area. So like I said, you know, I'm gonna let it play out. It's either go hit stop loss or it's gonna go in our favor. Either way, I'm personally not sure. I know Slick said look at the yeah, I see that, but I'm personally not really worried about that. Um this is where I think we go get our reaction, and you know, we'll see. I do like the wick though. The wick definitely could be in our favor. Hopefully it doesn't retrace deeper back into like, you know, something like this, but like I said, I don't really overthink too much, but yeah, that could be a level of opportunity. So for anybody that maybe is looking for a deeper retracement, you might could look at something like that. Obviously, I'm not looking for nothing like that. But yeah, you always definitely want to be aware of what could happen. This could be a re-entry if you get stopped out, anything. So you guys want to be aware of all scenarios. So shout out to Slick for bringing up another possible opportunity for any of y'all that might be looking for a deeper retracement. You feel me? Ain't nothing wrong with the deep. He said 850 to 855. So there y'all go. But with that being said, you know, we pretty much reached our expiry time. Yeah, off the daily. Yeah, so Slick is giving y'all a zone 850 to 855. Make sure y'all are writing that down, and it might be a possible opportunity. So that's pretty much all I got. Like I said, I mean, if there are other opportunities, I will definitely send them out. You know what I'm saying? But that's basically it. Like I said, that Euro USD was a like serious night. So let me see what this would even look like. Not paying attention to this. So this would be for me. Even though at this point, to be honest, I don't know if I'm gonna get the retracement, but I'm gonna definitely have it marked up just in case. There's nothing wrong with that. You never know. You never know. So this would be, I'd be looking at something like this. And reason why I'm looking for this one is because if y'all notice, this 78 fib doesn't technically, it's not technically in my entry zone. So remember my entry zone is going to be from the opening of the candle to the 50%. So the 50% would obviously be, let's see. So the 50% would be like right here, right? So by default, to be honest, since this is the only fib level in my entry zone, even though it's a little bit deeper than the 50%, I'm just going to stick to my guns and just use the exact fib level. Because we do still have enough imbalance to justify getting that retracement. But to be honest, I really could just put it at the 50%. Because like I said, let's just stick to the actual 50%, since that'll already be a deep enough retracement. We'll just rock out like that. If I round it off, I'll just go with that entry. That's cool. Whatever. So this will be about a 9 pip stop for me. Bet. And I'd really be looking to swing that joint all the way up here. Personally, I'm not mad at that. 16-1. Not mad at that. Shout out to Slick for bringing that back to my attention, because I definitely completely forgot about that. Completely. Not go lie to you. Ain't go do it. All right, so like I said, that might be something I send out later. At this point, I don't want to send it out just to come back and say delete it. So I'm gonna wait to see if it actually starts retracing. If I start seeing, it retracing again, I'll send it out. If it just keeps pushing hard, then I just rather not call out something to say delete it. All right, y'all, that's it. So we are getting a reaction. Hopefully the market continues to give us that reaction that drops down to the downside. But ultimately, I appreciate y'all for being on the call the entire time. Shout out to my boy Slick for rocking out, being a student to the game. Appreciate my man for hopping on the call. He's the person that I learned a lot of my smart money skills from. So I gotta always be able to give credit where credit is due. And shout out to a lot of my other regulars. Shout out to Penitentiary Trader. If you guys do not know, gotta give my boy a shout out every time I get on the call. Y'all have a person on the call that is in prison. Okay, so I say all that to say, if my brother is in extremely stressful situations and he can learn how to trade from a cell phone, and y'all got laptops and iPads and all this other shit, you feel me? Please make sure y'all don't make no excuses. Make sure y'all stay up. I do these calls every single night, Monday through Friday. And I always tell people my Telegram is open to the public. So bring a friend, bring your mama, bring your sister, bring your ex, right? Do whatever you got to do. But with that being said, even shout out to my boy Swank Bands, right? If y'all ain't on the HFX wave, make sure y'all start hopping on the HFX, because we getting a bag in every single direction: crypto, binary options, Forex, right? Shout out to my boy DeMar. I see you out there, my brother. I see, I recognize a few of y'all. Christian Jackson, what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all. Jordan, Trill, everybody that's on the call, man. I appreciate y'all for getting on the call. Brianna Barnes, you feel me? Let's go ahead and name out there. I already named out everybody. Okay, cool. All right, at this point, I'm really just talking too much. So I'm about to go ahead and hop off. I'm starving. I will see y'all tomorrow at the same time, 1 a.m. Central, 2 a.m. Eastern. And y'all already know the motto. I'm going to see you at the top, not from the top, because the bottom is way too crowded. This will be loaded to my YouTube channel later today. And, trade safely in the market. Peace.